Hello, hello there, friends. Rebecca here, your friendly neighborhood dragon librarian from Farmington Community Library. And Calla and I are here today to talk to you about two books that I'm just really excited to talk about them because they were my most eagerly anticipated thrillers of the year that were coming out. And I read them both recently, absolutely adored them, and I just cannot wait to share them with you today. So I know if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I have two favorite thriller authors, technically three, but we're only going to talk about the first two today. And you know it's going to be a good year when they both have new books coming out within a couple months of each other. And yes, when I heard that they were coming out, I was so hyped. So I've read them, I love them, and we are going to talk about them today. So you probably remember, maybe not, my two favorite thriller authors, who are Ruth Ware, and this is her book, One Perfect Couple, Ruth Ware, and Riley Sager, Middle of the Night. They are both absolutely fantastic, but let's talk about why we think they're so great and why I am just super hyped for you to read them too. Okay, so Ruth Ware, One Perfect Couple. This book, I absolutely love Ruth Ware. I didn't think I was going to love anything more than the book she came out with, not last year, but the year before, because it was the It Girl, because it was like a dark academia book, and it was just so good. This one is a completely different sort of story, and that's what's really fun about Ruth Ware, is that every book of hers is just totally different. Even though her writing style is the same and you can tell that it's her when you're reading it, it just feels so new and unique every single time. And that's the case with this one. So if you've ever read Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, this book is compared to that one a little bit, and I can absolutely see those comparisons. So this book is about a woman named Lila and her boyfriend slash fiance. They are chosen to be part of this reality TV show where they're going with four other couples. So it's five couples total on this island, sort of like a survivor sort of thing, but they have to do it as a couple. Now, Lila doesn't really want anything to do with this. She's a science girl. She's not really into reality TV, but her fiance is an actor, and he thinks this could be his big break. So she goes along with it, even though she's sort of wary about being away for so long. They're not allowed to have like their phones or any communication devices, stuff like that, and she's a little bit wary. Well, of course, obviously this is a thriller, right? So you know some stuff is going to go down. So basically what happens is, so this show is supposed to be like a process of elimination. Like, people are going to be eliminated, they go home, and then the person that is there by themselves at the end wins like this crazy amount of money or whatever. So, but that's not what happens. There's a really bad storm, like the first night that they're there, knocks out a bunch of the equipment and a bunch of the food storage and stuff like that. And then the other people start dying one by one. And they have to try to figure out what is going on, because is there a serial killer on this island taking them all out? Is there something else going on? What is happening on this island? So I thought that this was super fun and intense. I couldn't put it down because I was just desperate to figure out what was going on this island. Of course, I was wrong. As usual, all my theories that I had were just completely not even close to being correct. And the twists in it really threw me for a loop. So if you're looking for a sort of, whodunit sort of mystery, and like I said, it did remind me quite a bit of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, which is also, one of her classic books and fantastic story. It's really great. It's a really fun story, and I loved it a lot. Thought it was absolutely phenomenal. If you're a fan of Ruth Ware already, I think you're going to really love this. If you've never read anything by her before, this is a great one to start with. One Perfect Couple. Okay. Next up, Riley Sager, The Middle of the Night. Oh man, do I love Riley Sager. I just look at this cover. It is just so atmospheric. We've got this little neighborhood, right? This little street that you can see looks picturesque, but something ominous is happening. You've got this really beautiful green, eerie sort of text. Oh, I just love everything about his books. And you'll probably laugh because every year when he has a new book that comes out, I'm always just fawning over it and like, oh, this is my favorite Riley Sager book yet. I say it every year as soon as his new book comes out, and yeah, I'm gonna say it again because yeah, this is my favorite Riley Sager book yet. I just think he keeps growing as an author. He keeps getting better and better with each new book. And yes, this is his best book yet, according to me. So take that as you will. So what is this about? This is about a man named Ethan who, when he was living on with his family as a kid, when he was 10 years old, a really horrific thing happened on his block in his neighborhood. And it was the worst thing that ever happened in this little small town. And basically, when him and his best friend Billy were camping out in his backyard one night, Billy is kidnapped and never found again. So Ethan wakes up in the morning, there's a big slice in the tent, and Billy is gone. And Ethan doesn't remember anything. He slept through the night, doesn't remember anything that happened. And you know, it is a huge media sensation for years because everybody's trying to figure out what happened to this kid, and no body was discovered. No, you know, nothing ever happened like that where he was found. No leads were ever determined. And, you know, Ethan obviously has never recovered from this. So now you're fast forwarding to present day where he is an adult. He's about 40 years old, and he has just moved home because his parents have gone down to Florida, and he is looking after their house while they are down there. And it's his first time living back on the street again. He is obviously very unsettled by it because he just has never been able to let Billy go. And he's never been able to forgive himself because he thinks it's his fault for not hearing anything, for not seeing anything. Well, now that he's back in the house, strange things are starting to happen. He's starting to get these messages that are things being said that really only Billy would know. And there's starting to be new evidence that is cropping up that is pointing into different directions as to what actually happened to him. And Ethan has to wonder, is Billy somehow back in some way or form? Or what is going on? Is he being haunted by Billy? Is Billy actually alive somehow? And it's just such a really awesome story. It takes place in current times with Ethan being an adult living back at his parents' house in this neighborhood. But then it also goes back to Ethan's point of view from when he was 10 years old, like the night of what happened. But you're getting not just Ethan's point of view, but some other characters too, because this is not just the story of Ethan and Billy who has been lost. It's the story of the neighborhood. So you're getting points of view from different people in the neighborhood until you're really getting this feeling of do we really know the people in our lives? Even the people that we're married to. Like, there's all these secrets that start coming out when Ethan is an adult now that he's starting to figure out about his neighborhood. How well do you really know the people living next to you, or the people even living in your house? How well do you know your spouse? How well do you know your kids? And it's these sort of questions that pop up that are just really, really awesome. Now, again, there was a bunch of twists in this book. I guessed all of them incorrectly, as per my normal. I absolutely love this book. The thing that is really just seals the deal for me with Riley Sager every time is that, you know, I don't necessarily need my thrillers to be the best written books in the world, right? Like, I'm here when I'm reading thrillers, I'm here to be thrilled. I'm here to read the twists. I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm not necessarily like looking for the best written thing in the world. But Riley Sager just does it every time. His writing is stellar. It's so, so, so good. So you're not only getting an amazing thriller with a great story, you're getting really well-written characters, you're getting this amazing backstory, you're getting all these questions and things that you're going to be thinking about long after the book is over with. So yes, I'm going to say it again, Riley Sager's best book yet, Middle of the Night. If you are a big fan of him already, like me, you're going to love this book. If you've never read anything by him before, hey, make this your first one. It's a perfect read for summer. I think in general, thrillers are just absolutely fantastic for the summer, but even just aside from that, the fact that this book takes place in the summer and it's got this, like, you know, idealistic neighborhood until it isn't anymore, it's just perfect all the way around. So highly recommend it. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. Well, that's what we've got for you guys today. I hope that these thrillers sound really exciting and that you're super, super hyped to read them. If so, please feel free to check them out from Farmington Community Library. And also, thank you so, so, so very much for watching, my friends. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.